How much is that dog in the window? The one with the kennel cough or other illness because they came from a puppy mill? Imagine bringing home your new puppy only to have it die within a few days or even hours of coming home. You and your family are now not only heartbroken, but out about $2,000, plus whatever vet costs you may have incurred trying to save your puppy. When most people think of getting a dog, the first thing that comes to mind is going to their local pet store. What they don't know is many of the cute puppies sold there come from a puppy mill or a backyard breeder that sole purpose is to make a profit instead of concern for the well-being of their animals. Today, I'd like to ask you to consider going to an animal shelter or a rescue instead of a pet store when thinking of getting a dog. There are too many animals stuck in shelters that could use a home. The Humane Society defines a puppy mill as a breeding operation that puts profit above the welfare of dogs, and this is true. The dogs spend their entire lives breeding in small, dirty cages until they're no longer able to produce. Once they are unable to breed, they're given away, neglected, or even killed. The puppies are taken from their mother, often way too early, and are sick from the deplorable conditions they're kept in. Some of the puppies that are bred are not even purebred, though their bought-for papers claim that they are. These puppies are then bought by a dog broker, who in turn sells them to pet stores, so the pet store doesn't have direct contact with a puppy mill. According to pet statistics from the ASPCA, approximately 3.3 million dogs enter U.S. shelters every year. Of these, 1.6 million are adopted, 670,000 are euthanized, and over 1 million dogs are stuck in the shelter hoping to find a new home. That means that there are over 50% that are never adopted. And many of these dogs are euthanized simply because shelters have too many intakes, not enough adoptions, and the shelter ends up running out of space. When deciding to get a dog, many people choose to buy a dog from a pet store instead of adopting from a shelter or a rescue, and that may be because they don't know the option is there, or they don't think they'll be able to find the dog that they want. According to Beck's Adopting a Dog, the most common reasons that a dog ends up back in the shelter is because they got lost, their owners passed away or had medical problems, or they had to give them up because they were moving into a place that doesn't allow pets. Many of these dogs in the shelter are already potty trained and have respectable manners. They might even know a trick or two. Some people don't think they can find a purebred dog in a shelter, and that's simply not true. You can search for shelters that have the breed you want online. You can even contact your local shelter to notify you when that breed comes in, or you can even adopt from a breed-specific rescue. The ASPCA's Complete Guide to Dogs states that adopting a dog from a breed-specific rescue group will help save you money if you decide to adopt instead of paying full price from a breeder. How many more dogs must sit in the shelter waiting for their forever home and hoping they're not next to walk down death row? Imagine shelters only being open so lost dogs could be found by their owners, and those not adopted could be sold in pet stores. Some stores in Arizona and California have already made the change that only rescue dogs can be sold. We are nowhere near that today, but we could be one day. Maybe you aren't ready. At this point, you may be asking yourself, how can I help? Maybe you aren't ready for the commitment of adopting a dog, and you can help by fostering one for a short time or volunteering at your local shelter. You can donate food or toys and even gently use towels and blankets. You can set up a donation drive at work or school, and don't forget to encourage your friends and family that are looking for a dog to consider adoption as well. If you are ready to get a dog, consider looking at your local shelter or rescue before buying a dog. When you do adopt a dog, you save the life of two, the one you adopted and the one that takes his place. Thank you.